Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at the Fifine Tank3, and this microphone is actually going to replace my Razer Siren Mini for future videos and in general on my gaming setup. So let's get started with the unboxing. The microphone itself actually comes in a pretty simple brown cardboard box. You can see that it's connectable via XLR and USB-C. You can also see that it's aiming to be a podcast microphone, and Fifine actually claims it to have a very neutral sound. Inside the box it's going to continue being simple. You just have the manual, the USB-C to USB-A cable, as well as the microphone itself. And the first thing I actually noticed is how heavy this microphone is. It weighs over 500 grams compared to the Razer only weighing 120, which is absolutely crazy. On the side of this microphone you have this arm, which is actually detachable, and the screw on this arm can actually be used to loosen or tighten the swivel and tilt of this microphone, especially when connected to a boom arm. And to connect it to a boom arm you have the 3/8 and 5/8 threads at the bottom, which are actually super useful. There's no mic stand included, so you would actually need to buy a microphone stand or something like I have right here, the low profile arm by Fifine. The benefit of having a mic arm, for example, is hiding your cables and overall getting a cleaner look, as well as having the freedom to adjust the microphone however you want. On the microphone itself you will then actually find the mute button, which is translucent and shines in green when the mic is active via USB-C, or red if you muted the microphone. To mute the microphone you just simply push the button down and it directly indicates that your microphone is muted. Heading then over to the other side of the microphone you will find two knobs. One of them is to adjust your gain while using the microphone, so to make it louder or more quiet, and the other knob is actually for when you're live monitoring yourself. You can just connect headphones to this microphone and listen live to what your microphone sounds like. Then turning this microphone around you have the before mentioned XLR and USB-C ports, as well as the audio jack for the live monitoring. So when connected via USB-C you can actually make full function of all of these buttons. However, once you connect it via XLR and want to use it via XLR, the mute button as well as the knobs don't work anymore. Like, they have absolutely no function. So if you wanted to mute yourself via XLR or change your gain, you would need an interface that can do so. I'm using the Vocaster 1 right here for example. So now let's actually take a listen to how the microphone sounds like. So this is the test of the Fifine Tank3, and currently I'm pretty close to the microphone. I'm going to read some of the Harvard sentences so you can actually have a listen to what the mic sounds like up close via USB-C. The Berg canoe slid on the smooth planks. Glue the sheet to the dark blue background. It's easy to tell the depth of a well. These days, a chicken leg is a rare dish. Rice is often served in round bowls. The juice of lemons makes fine punch. The box was thrown beside the parked truck. The hogs were fed, chopped corn and garbage. 4 hours of steady work faced us. A large size in stockings is hard to sell. So now I'm going to back up a bit, a distance of like 3 fingers. The Berg canoe slid on the smooth planks. Glue the sheet to the dark blue background. It's easy to tell the depth of a well. These days a chicken leg is a rare dish. Rice is often served in round bowls. The juice of lemons makes fine punch. The box was thrown beside the parked truck. The hogs were fed, chopped corn and garbage. 4 hours of steady work faced us. A large size in stockings is hard to sell. So to test how much noise this microphone actually picks up, I have a PC running right next to me, which actually is relatively loud, I would say. And on my left side I actually have a studio light that also has a fan that is constantly running. So this is how much sound the Fifine Tank3 actually picks up. So having it angled so you're not directly speaking into it, but rather from the side, it actually is going to reduce the P sound. So if I say the Berg canoe slid on the smooth planks, this is what it's going to sound like. And in my opinion, it sounds a bit better if you don't directly speak into it, but rather into the side of it. So this is going to be the sound test of the Fifine Tank3 via XLR. I'm using the Vocaster 1 with no enhancements, and I'm going to read the same Harvard sentences again. Also, I tried to level the gain so it's around the same loudness. The Berg canoe slid on the smooth planks. Glue the sheet to the dark blue background. It's easy to tell the depth of a well. These days a chicken leg is a rare dish. Rice is often served in round bowls. The juice of lemons makes fine punch. The box was thrown beside the parked truck. The hogs were fed, chopped corn and garbage. 4 hours of steady work faced us. A large size in stockings is hard to sell. So, and now I'm going to back up a bit, again like 3 fingers distance, and this is what it's going to sound like. The Berg canoe slid on the smooth planks. Glue the sheet to the dark blue background. It's easy to tell the depth of a well. These days a chicken leg is a rare dish. Rice is often served in round bowls. The juice of lemons makes fine punch. The box was thrown beside the parked truck. The hogs were fed, chopped corn and garbage. 4 hours of steady work faced us. A large size in stockings is hard to sell. So let me know what you think. I personally think again that if you talk into the side of the microphone you will get less plosives, and this is what it's going to sound like. The Berg canoe slid on the smooth planks. And in my opinion this sounds a lot better, especially because the plosives are just reduced and overall the audio quality sounds the best to me when speaking at an angle into the microphone. Overall, I would say that the Fifine Tank3 is actually an awesome microphone. It got a super nice build quality and I absolutely love the design of it. And if you compare the build quality and the overall specs of this microphone combined with the sound, it's actually hard to come across a mic that does it all. Maybe the classic pod mic would be a better option if you were off to buy an XLR microphone. However, you then wouldn't have the versatility to connect it via USB if you wanted to. And if you were to buy a microphone with a good sound quality that actually has USB and XLR, you would be spending $200 on the new Rode pod mic or maybe even $300 on the Shure MV7. So at the current price point of 70 euros, I think the Tank 3 is absolutely hard to beat. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this video and see you in the next one. Bye bye.